Hey, what's up guys? I'm out in West Palm Beach. I'm at a motivated seller appointment, and I just thought I would put this video together and share some of the details with you. So basically, this lady called our office. She's interested in selling her house, and just asked her right now, just met with her, and I said, well, how did you hear about us? And she said, well, I got a letter from you guys, a yellow letter, last October, so 4 or 5 months ago, whatever that is, maybe a little less, and only now did she decide she wants to sell. So I came out on the appointment. Now, the lead manager had put the details together, but I noticed that when I came out on the appointment, just out of routine habit, I tend to use the realtor.com app to see what's selling around the subject property. It's probably a good idea to do that ahead of time, but I tend to just use the app. And I noticed that the same property address was listed. So I went in, took a look at the property, walked around it, got pictures of it, and just really briefly walked in with the seller and said, look, you're listing this property in the MLS for this price, and if someone offered you X amount, right, would you say yes? And she said, yes, I would. I said, okay, and let's figure you pay the realtor 6% commission with closing costs and everything else. Let's lock 8 or 10% off that price, and you'll probably have this number. I'll give you that number right now cash, and I can close in 12 days. So pretty straightforward. Keep in mind that when you put a pipeline of deals out there, when you put a pipeline of motivated seller marketing out there, the lead flow can come in down the road and down the road and down the road. And I've had deals where we met a seller, we offered them a price and they said no, and then a year went later and they called us and said, hey, I'm ready to sell my property. And we went back and bought the house, right? So you never know what's going to happen. And a good rule of thumb on these is, if you're kind of going back and forth whether you should or shouldn't go on the appointment, you're better off going on the appointment, because the minute you meet them and you develop some kind of rapport with them, you've got much more possibility of getting a deal done, right? So in this specific case, I'm not going to give them too much time, because being that it's on the MLS, I know a lot of other people are going to look at it, so I'm just going to say, hey, here's my number, take it or leave it, and move on, right? So if they really want to sell quick, if they want to avoid the hassle, and I really focused on that conversation when I met with a seller. I said, look, if you want to, list it in the MLS and have people come through every single day and then wait for someone to make an offer and wait to see if their financing comes through with a mortgage and wait to see if the appraisal comes through and the survey and everything else, that's fine, but you might be waiting a while and they might cancel out on you and you might have to list it back on the MLS. But if you just want a quick cash offer right now, if you just want to get X amount in your pocket right now and close in 12 days, I could literally sign a contract with you, submit it to my title company, and 12 days from now you'll have cash in hand and you'll be done with this property. So I'm focusing on the emotional aspect of being done with the property, and for many of these sellers, that's a huge key, right? So motivated seller marketing, just thought I would show you a real life scenario of me out in the field doing this, and catch you guys on the next video. All right, so check this out, right? I was just finishing up on a motivated seller appointment, as you saw just a few seconds ago, and I'm driving down. I literally turned down that street and I'm coming down the street, and the number one question people ask me is, Lex, how do you find deals? And I'm driving along the street and I see this house right over there, and you see that sign, right? So that sign over there, that's a Hubzu. Owners.com, that's a Hubzu sign, and that means that this house is basically listed on Hubzu.com for anyone to bid on. And as you can see, it's a really, really nice house, right? Take a look at it. And this is in a neighborhood with some substantial comps, decent prices. So I'm just going to walk by real quick and show you guys this house. And as you can see, it's got the barrel tile roof, and it's in pretty decent shape. And I just walked by and took a look on the inside, and it's in pretty good shape inside. So now when I go back to my home office, I'm going to punch in this address, see if it's on Hubzu, and place a bid on it, because I saw the property, right? And when you're out and about looking at motivated seller appointments, make sure you give yourself some time to pay attention to what's around you, because sometimes I'll go out on an appointment to buy a house, I won't buy that house, but I'll end up buying another house. All right, so there's deals out there, guys. You just got to look for them.